Greetings everyone! Welcome to my super wood burning tutorials on YouTube. I wish to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel, viewed and clicked like to my videos. Your comments are very inspiring and motivating. They spur me to share more of my wood burning skills with you. My hope is that each one of you who tunes into my tutorials will one day become a super wood burning or pyrography artist. One of the things I like to do is to create art with one of the most humble but fascinating creature, the turtle. Here is the design I want to wood burn today. Watch how we turn him into an awesome artwork. First of all, we need to transfer this design onto this piece of 8x8 birch plywood using the carbon paper transfer method. Cut both of your materials, which means your design and your carbon paper, the same size as your piece of wood. Place the carbon paper face down onto the wood, the dark side against the wood, and then place your design over the carbon paper. Secure these together with some masking tape. Then each side should be secured. Then using a ballpoint pen with a sharp tip, do your best to stay along the lines of your design. Just follow along the lines and stay as close as you can to the lines of your design. To assist you in the actual burning of the dark lines in the design, you may want to fill in the darkened areas as you are doing the transfer. This really helps avoid the confusion of which part should be left dark or light when you are actually doing the wood burning. So here now is the completed transfer. I can't wait to start on this project. Okay, I'm all set to start wood burning the turtle. For those of you who have a razor tip wood burning kit, you can work with a spear point, and this will allow you to work on really good spirals, fine lines, or heavy lines. I had practiced on this little piece of wood. For those of you who have the walnut hollow wood burning tool, I will suggest that you work with a shading point. You will have exactly the same results as the razor tip spear point. Just a suggestion that when you work with your curves, hold your wood burning pan in this way so that the point is looking inverted from your point of view, and you are working with its tip facing down. This tool is perfect for shading. It gives you really dark lines, and that's what part of our design is looking for. the contrast between light and dark. So have fun doing that, whether you have a razor tip or a walnut hollow. I have set the walnut hollow tool to the maximum heat it will give, and it takes a little time for it to really heat up. And that's the time to work with this tool. Wait until it's really hot so that you will get the lines that you want. In contrast to the razor tip, the walnut hollow takes around 5 minutes for the points to heat up, while the razor tip is almost instantaneous. But it's just as fun to work with the walnut hollow. So whichever tool you have on hand, make sure that you control your lines according to the pressure that your hand will give your tool. This walnut hollow shading point is what I'm using at this time to start working on the turtle. It's set at the maximum heat control, number 10. And I waited around 5 to 6 minutes for it to really heat up. And it's very hot. It's very easy to burn the wood. But of course you have to really control the pressure that you are applying to your wood so as to burn only the specified part of the design. My goal is to achieve graceful contrasting lines from the very light to the very fine lines, all the way to the darkest areas of the shell. It's always important to aim for the highest quality of work that you can offer. So this means planning which points or tips you need to use for the effect that you hope to achieve. For the walnut hollow users, I suggest you work with this particular tip. It's called shading point. And as you can see, I work with it in an inverted manner, just keeping the point touching the wood. the shading point can create really dark lines. And if you shaded the areas of the design while you were still transferring it with the use of carbon paper, you will realize how easy and unconfusing it is to shade the right parts of your design. I have now changed over to my razor tip tool, and I've set my tool to number 7. I'm using the spear point for this particular lines that I would like to do on our turtle. And once again, I would like to stress exercising good control as to how much pressure to apply to every line I burn. The razor tip heats up almost instantaneously. It's always good to remember that wood burning is a great creative expression, as well as a wonderful way to relax. So don't rush your work. Take your time and savor the moment. Only then will you discover the true pleasure this art of wood burning can offer. You are truly awesome. I thought I'd put a circular frame around our turtle and wood burn all around this circle frame. I think it's starting to look really good. I'm using a shading point just to create some darkness around the circle. It's a very relaxing movement, just going up and down, making radiating lines from the edge of the circle. Remember at the start of this tutorial, I said watch as we transform the humble turtle into an awesome artwork. Voila! Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me the thumbs up. We'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.